Hey, Happy New Year! Sawadee Bimai! It's actually New Year's Day. I've decided to head up to the ridge, my most common walk. Very steep to start, and then it levels up as you walk along the ridge. I wasn't sure if I'm a little bit underpowered at the moment, but feel good. There's another thing that I really want to do, which I would have done sooner if I hadn't got the Charlie 19er, as Douglas says. Charlie 19er. Anyway, so not up to 100% yet, but certainly good enough to climb up the mountain. So that's not too bad. But there's another trail that I believe goes up from the waterfall up to the ridge on Qufin. And that's on my list to do when I feel have my full strength and faculties together. But today I'm just gonna head up here. It's probably about a 3-hour walk. It's first hour is really like, oh. But you know, here's what I always say to people. Go as slowly as you need to in order to just breathe through your nose. I take my own advice on that too. So, yeah. Anyway, so here we go. And it was interesting coming up here. There's some tea and coffee trees that I walked through, pretty close to where I live, and then I'm on this trail now, which is in the forest proper, and but all that the trail up. Once I got past the trees, the tea and coffee trees, it was really close in. Like, was this the trail? Like, it was like so close in. Usually at this time of year it would be kind of trimmed back because there's coffee trees up top here. And what I think's going on is, rather than come up this trail, the fellow that has the trees up on the ridge, near the ridge I should say, I think there's another way up if you have a little motorbike that you can go up. So I imagine that's, I don't know, but I imagine that's what he's doing. Just motorbiking up. Anyway, can't blame him. It's a nice walk, but you know, it takes time and energy and yeah. Anyway, I guess I'll check in a minute. Actually, there's a place where I rest just up about halfway up, and I'll stop there and do a bit of video and a bit of a lookout. Hey, how's it going? Well, I'm having my little break, had some water, and I'm about 45 minutes in. Yeah, that's about right. About 45 minutes to here. I'm about 2/3 of the way to the ridge line. This ridge line, there's another ridge line that goes kind of north-south-ish, called Qufin. Well, the lookout's Qufin. I think the ridge is Qufin too. That's a different ridge, anyway. But it's really, excuse me, it's really amazing. I haven't been up here since probably July. It's January 1st right now. And it's amazing how quickly things can change here. Like, there's definitely spots where I'm going, oh, I don't recognize this at all. But just for short sections, and I know the trail, like I'm sure I've been up here 20 or 30 times by now, and so I know the route, you know. But there's some places where it's so overgrown, and you know, trees fall and trees grow here so fast. So yeah, I even missed a spot where I usually stop for a break. So yeah. Anyway, it's just the reality of being up in this kind of territory, I guess. Anyway, so I'll do a bit of a video of the lookout from here. I can actually hear. It's so busy in the village right now. Mae Kampong is I think it's like 120 families, maybe 400 people. I don't know actually. It's not. I mean, it's not tiny, but it's not. It's not a city or anything. Anyway, it's usually fairly quiet through the year, but this time of year it's super busy. I can actually hear the traffic on the road around where I live, which is a 45-minute walk. But it's just down the valley from here, So yeah, so there's just tons of cars right now. I'm hoping to time this so that I can do my walk along the ridge. I'll do some video of the beautiful old trees that are up here. That's partly why I love going up here. You can feel the spirit, and I sometimes talk about this on my videos. There's this spirit of an old growth forest, I guess you could say, or old growth trees and whatnot. I believe that I feel like I can feel it. I certainly feel that up on top of this ridge, and yeah. It's great exercise. It's a great spiritual path too, Like get up there and go, oh, I feel the power, man. Getting into the dark, heavy stuff. Anyway, yep. So my hope is to time this walk so I can hook into the great khao soi place down in the village, and hopefully get there before it's full. And never know. It's usually open between 12:30 and 1:30. So, and it's like 11:15 now. So we'll have to see. No problem, I have food at home if it's not open. Okay, see you in a bit. That's different. So these little structures I just videoed used to be like a full-on, I'm going to say shelter. It's not like shelter with a roof and benches and stuff, even July, I think. So it's been taken down. I don't know. The other thing that I noticed coming up this last section where there's a lot of coffee and tea trees is that the undergrowth here isn't trimmed down. Usually what happens is, I don't know the situation, okay, just so we're clear, I'm just speculating. Usually what happens is when it gets close to harvesting the coffee and whatnot and tea, and they'll come up here with the whippersnippers and just clear out the underbrush, because it's tricky walking through it, but also makes it easy, much more easy to see snakes and stuff, Stuff like that you don't want to step on. There's some serious snakeage up here. So I'm thinking maybe the trail's not really trimmed down. Maybe that's only because I noticed the coffee cherries up here aren't even close to ripe yet, Because it's higher up, it's colder. Anyway, for whatever reason. So that could be quite a different story if I come up again in a month or two. Might be just wide open. But one thing you can notice, even though this section I just walked through and videoed, it does get trimmed down and stuff. But when you're up on this ridge, it's much more open. Like I would be okay walking through that. Although it's pretty dense still, but all things being relative. It's nothing like the montane in southern Alberta in the mountains, which is just wide open view. Anyway, just can't even compare it. But relative to lower down where it's become so dense that hacking through it would just, you could do it, but holy. Anyway, that's the reality. So I'm going to do some videoing when I just get up over the ridge, which I'm almost there, so you can see a sense of the openness and the big trees and stuff. Here we are, the Ridge Trail. Can you see how open it is up here? You know, it's grassy and stuff, but yeah, it's just a different world. And it's the land of the big trees, I'd say. The wise trees. I feel like the video is a little bit cool. To my eyes, it feels like it's a little bit warmer, like the greens and stuff. I might have to adjust that in post. In my iMovie, I might just tweak into the warmer. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That seems kind of random. This part of the trail has just been dug out a bit. Hard to say what did that. Could be a person, but to be honest, when I used to see this stuff up in the mountains in Banff and stuff, I went, oh, it's a grizzly bear digging for marmots or other animals and stuff. It feels like more of an animal dig. It's a bit too random. They might have been after something living in there, but could be human too. Hard to say. Yeah. You know, I always find this spot, it's very beautiful, very moving, this spot with these two trees growing together, you know. Who knows how old they are? But they grow together, supporting each other. It's like they're married or something. I'm just, you know, who knows? But we know, I think we all know well that, you know, trees talk with each other and communicate through mycelium, I think it's called, and all that stuff. And, it's, you know, it's easy to imagine, you know, like one of the branches is supporting this other tree that's coming up. There's holes. Looks like one tree's older than the other. Maybe it's from the same root cluster. I don't know. They're similar. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah. And then there's another tree growing up too that's starting to intertwine with them. Huge, tall tree, incredibly widespread of the canopy of it. You know, like massive. Anyway, I find it really touching and moving and yeah. What does it say? John Livingston says, in nature, everyone benefits. You know, things support each other. I guess we like to imagine that in the natural world, it's like, you know, kill or be killed, or survival of the fittest, that old one. That actually, I don't think was Darwin. From what I understand, I'm not a scholar on Darwin and that, but it might have been Spencer. His buddy Spencer was an economics guy, I believe, who decided to transfer his interpretation of Darwin evolution type thing to the economy, and that was probably messed up, but I don't know. Anyway, maybe there's someone that knows that more fully. Anyway, point being, I like my own take is, look at that, hey? My own take is John Livingston, in nature, everyone benefits. Everything, you know, things are in balance. In a big sense, right? I mean, of course, we all live off other living things, right? It's a complex system. It's, yeah. But, yeah. Anyway, I'll be back later. There's a trail I should check out sometime. Now, if I wanted to walk up to the top ridge at Kufin, right on the border of Lampang and Chiang Mai, I would take this trail up here. And that would take me up to the ridge. And maybe, I don't know, from here, maybe an hour. Depends how fast you go. Hour to an hour and a half, I'd say. But it's pretty, it's a climb. From here, it starts climbing up again, you know. Yeah, so it's a bit of a slow walk, but it's nice. But today I'm going to walk down, because I'm not doing a long walk today, just 3 hours. So I'm going to walk down here, and that'll take me down. Hang on. Let's get you together here. That'll take me down into, towards the village. The trail I'm going to take is going to take me up from the waterfall, and then I'll just walk down. There's another trail you can take that goes right to the center of the main part of the village, but I want to extend it a bit. Yeah, a beautiful day, eh? So lucky to be here. It's so beautiful. So this is the trail that they kind of opened up a bit, and now people can come up with motorbikes. Yeah, I don't really see many motorbikes. I think it's just people working the tea and coffee places, you know. Here's some coffee right here, as a matter of fact. Oh, there's some cherries coming up into becoming ripe. Yep, lots here actually. I guess they get quite a bit of sun here, but there's coffee trees all along here. You can see that the coffee trees are growing under the canopy, right? So they don't clear forests here for any of that at all. You can hear the cars on in Mae Kampong. Beautiful, right? Just beautiful light. It's cloudy, partly sunny today, so we're getting lots of beautiful light gradations. Okay, well, I'm at this little rest shelter here, and maybe I'm about 10 minutes, 15 minutes from the road, but I'm gonna sign off for now. I might do a bit more videoing in the village. I don't normally do that, but I suspect it's gonna be quite busy, and that might be kind of fun as a tail end to this video. Usually I like to do the videos in the nature, in the mountains around me and stuff, and but yeah, maybe I will, maybe I won't. So if I don't, Happy New Year to everyone. Hope 23 is good for ya. I guess for me, I hope that I'm just gonna lay it out straight here. I hope the crimes of the last 3 years become what I perceive as the crimes of the last 3 years become more fully aware, and the people responsible are held to account. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people involved, but there's some. Anyway, I won't go into names right now. I don't want to get all that dark and stuff. But anyway, so I'm gonna head down to the village. It's gonna be fun. I think it'll be busy, and it's always fun for me to go through, right? Because it's mostly Thai tourists, and I kind of stand out anyway. But especially down there, and I've got my I have my typical hiking gear. Like I've got my deerskin lower leggings that I put on to, you know, really protection against snakes and stuff, and sharp brush and things, you know. But anyway, so I have my regular day hiking gear with me, so I stand out even more. Anyway, it's fun though, right? I have lots of great conversations with people as I wander along, and yeah, it's great. I love being here so much. Anyway, Happy New Year if I don't check in later, and see you on the flip side. Aboshen. Ciao. So this is what the road's like from up top of the waterfall. The rest of the road is more like kind of tarmac paved, but not much wider. A little wider, but not much. Anyway, so that's one thing about being here, right? If I don't have the time or the energy to go up into the bush, just walking up the road here is like being surrounded by forest and all that. Oh, there's a motorbike coming. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Maybe next week I'll take my bike up to the ridge and do another ridge walk. And maybe next week, I don't know. In the next couple of weeks, I'll probably go up there and do some camping. Do another video, maybe. Okay. Oh, do you hear that the voice? It's speakers, and for some reason, all of a sudden, there's been people making announcements on speakers here. I can't understand it at all because it's muffled and my Thai isn't very good, right? So anyway, but for some reason that's been happening during the holiday time. Maybe it's just a holiday thing, I don't know. Might be announcing thing, I don't know what. Actually, I have no clue. I don't even want to speculate.